Have you ever felt that no matter how much effort you put in, true success remains just beyond your grasp? You dedicate yourself, you seize every chance, yet lasting financial security or true prosperity seems to persistently evade you. Imagine if I told you that something as simple as your front door could be subtly shaping your financial destiny. In the ancient wisdom of Feng Shui, the entrance to your home is far more than just a passage. It is the very portal for fortune, vital energy, and overall prosperity. However, certain objects placed near this crucial area might be silently undermining your achievements. Today, we will explore 12 common things that could be inadvertently preventing wealth from entering your life. Let's delve deeply and uncover these hidden obstacles that may be keeping you from experiencing true abundance. First, and this is crucial, never place a trash bin directly in front of your main door. Have you ever entered a sacred temple and noticed the atmosphere of serenity and welcome at its entrance? There is no mess, no distractions, only an open, inviting space that communicates tranquility and prosperity. Now, contrast this with entering a home where the first thing that greets you is an overflowing trash bin. It feels unwelcoming, uninspiring, and energetically off-putting. In both Buddhist and Feng Shui teachings, the flow of energy, known as qi in Chinese or prana in Indian philosophy, is fundamental to harmony. Your front door is considered the mouth of qi, the passage through which vital energy enters your sphere of existence. When you position a trash bin there, you are unknowingly sending a message of rejection, not only to wealth but also to opportunities, well-being, and clarity. Think of money as being like flowing water. It naturally moves where there is open space. If your entrance is obstructed by trash, visualize it as a dam halting the river of prosperity. You might earn money, but it will likely slip away as quickly as it arrives. It is no surprise that in many ancient cultures, cleanliness is intrinsically linked to divine blessings. A well-known Zen saying states, "Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water." The essence of this message, daily acts of order and mindfulness purify not only our physical surroundings but also our mental and spiritual journeys. Let me share a poignant story that illustrates this, from the life of a Zen master residing in a modest monastery high in the mountains. A young disciple once inquired, "Master, how can I attract prosperity and wisdom into my life?" The master simply smiled and silently handed him a broom. Day after day, the disciple swept the temple grounds, clearing away fallen leaves, dust, and debris. Over time, he began to perceive that as he purified the temple space, his own mind became clearer, and his thoughts more focused. The simple act of sweeping transformed into a meditation, a method of removing obstacles not just from his surroundings, but also within himself. This mirrors how our external environment profoundly impacts our inner state. If we permit waste and disorder to accumulate right at the entrance of our home, we unconsciously invite stagnation into our very lives. So, what should you do instead? Relocate the trash bin away from the entrance and choose a discreet, covered bin in a more appropriate location. But that's not all. More importantly, perceive this action as an act of self-respect. A clean and inviting entryway is like an open invitation for prosperity, joy, and clarity to enter your life. Maintain the area meticulously, perhaps adding elements that symbolize prosperity, such as a potted plant, a small fountain, or even a simple doormat that expresses welcome to positive energy. In Buddhist philosophy, even small daily rituals possess the power to shape our destiny. If keeping your entryway clean seems insignificant, remember that every monumental change begins with a single, mindful step. To keep the body in good health is a duty, otherwise we shall not be able to keep our mind strong and clear, the Buddha wisely stated. Similarly, maintaining your home's entrance clean is a symbolic act of creating space for new blessings to enter. The solution is straightforward. Take a moment to assess your home's entrance. Is it welcoming? Does it reflect the kind of energy you desire to bring into your life? By making this simple change, you align yourself with the principles of flow, clarity, and abundance, and before long, you may just find that prosperity starts knocking at your door. 2. Be sure to avoid placing a mirror directly facing the entrance. A mirror is truly one of the most fascinating objects in a home. It reflects light, expands the sense of space, and adds a touch of elegance to any room. But did you know that if positioned incorrectly, it could be silently pushing away prosperity from your life? In feng shui, mirrors are known for their powerful ability to amplify energy. When positioned thoughtfully, they can enhance a room's atmosphere, bringing in light and positive vibrations. However, when positioned directly facing the front door, a mirror does the opposite. It reflects all incoming energy right back out. Instead of allowing opportunities, wealth, and success to settle in, the mirror acts as a force of rejection, pushing them away before they even have a chance to take hold. Imagine this scenario: you have worked tirelessly, and doors of opportunity are finally beginning to open, but just as fortune steps towards your home, the mirror sends it right back out. It is as if you are constantly on the verge of success, yet never quite able to grasp and hold on to it. From a Buddhist perspective, mirrors symbolize self-reflection. While introspection is a vital part of personal growth, too much reflection at the wrong time can lead to doubt, hesitation, and missed chances. Buddha once taught, "The mind is everything. What you think you become." If your home is consistently rejecting prosperity, could it be that subconsciously you are doing the same? The placement of your mirror might be reinforcing a cycle of struggle without your conscious awareness. A well-known Zen parable tells of a student who meditated daily in front of a mirror, earnestly seeking enlightenment. His wise master one day covered the mirror and gently told him, "When you stop seeking yourself in reflections, you will find your true nature." The same principle applies to our homes. If we constantly push away the prosperity attempting to reach us, we may never truly experience the abundance we seek. Now I'm going to tell you the most important thing: how to turn things around. Simply move the mirror to a sidewall where it can still reflect light without obstructing the natural flow of positive energy. Utilize mirrors to enhance beauty and prosperity rather than repel them. Ideally, the mirror should reflect something uplifting: a lush green plant, an inspiring piece of artwork, or a Buddha statue representing wisdom and inner peace. And be mindful of broken or distorted mirrors. These can symbolize fragmented energy, potentially leading to instability in your finances and emotional state. By making this small but significant change, you transform your home into a space that welcomes abundance rather than turning it away at the threshold. 3. It is vital that you do not leave shoes scattered haphazardly at the doorway. Your entrance establishes the energetic tone for your entire home. When shoes are strewn about in disarray at the doorway, they introduce chaotic, unbalanced energy. Shoes, in many traditions, symbolize movement and the journey between the external world and the sanctuary of your home. If left disorganized, they bring in the unrest, stress, and distractions of the outside world, disturbing the peace and stability that your home should inherently provide. Imagine entering a sacred temple. One of the first things you are asked to do is remove your shoes and place them neatly. This is not merely about cleanliness, it is about mindfulness and deep respect for the space you are about to enter. When we carelessly toss our shoes at the door, we reflect a lack of intention in our lives, allowing unnecessary distractions and disorganization to take root. In Buddhist practice, mindfulness in even the smallest daily rituals is a path to inner clarity and balance. When we treat our home with the same reverence as a temple, we cultivate an environment of peace, order, and prosperity. Just as monks carefully arrange their sandals outside meditation halls before stepping inside, we too should be mindful of how we arrange our shoes. A tidy, well-organized entrance signals respect for your living space, invites positive energy, and sets the tone for harmony within the home. A simple way to address this is by investing in a designated shoe rack or storage cabinet near the entrance. Not only does this keep your doorway clean and clutter-free, but it also ensures that the energy within your home remains undisturbed. A well-maintained entrance reflects an inner sense of discipline, focus, and receptivity, essential qualities for inviting abundance and overall well-being into your life. 4. Avoid having a chimney directly facing the front door. Fire is a powerful force. It can warm, transform, and sustain life, but when uncontrolled, it can also be destructive. A chimney directly facing your front door introduces an overwhelming fire element, disrupting harmony and stability. Feng Shui warns that excessive fire energy can lead to financial volatility, rapid loss of wealth, and heightened tensions within the household. It is like a flame burning too intensely, consuming everything in its path before prosperity even has a chance to settle and take root. The key is balance. Just as Buddhist teachings emphasize the middle way, a path of moderation to avoid extremes, the same principle applies to your living space. To counteract the excess fire energy from a chimney facing your entrance, introduce grounding elements. Place lush green plants near the doorway to symbolize steady growth and renewal. Consider adding a small decorative water feature, as water naturally balances fire by cooling its intensity and fostering a sense of fluidity and abundance. By integrating these elements thoughtfully, you transform your home from a space of tension and imbalance into a sanctuary where stability, prosperity, and inner peace can truly flourish. 5. Never allow withered or dying plants to remain at your entrance. Plants are much more than just decorative elements. They are living symbols of growth, vitality, and prosperity. In Feng Shui, healthy plants enhance the flow of positive energy, encouraging financial stability and personal well-being. But what occurs when those plants begin to wither and die? They no longer represent life and abundance, but rather stagnation and decay. Imagine entering a home where the first thing that captures your attention is a dying plant, its leaves brittle, its color faded, its energy lifeless. This sends a message of neglect, both to visitors and to the universe itself. Just as a thriving plant signifies a thriving life, a wilting plant suggests a lack of care, attention, and energetic flow. In Buddhist philosophy, impermanence is a fundamental truth, but that does not mean we should allow decay to define our surroundings. If you notice plants at your entrance struggling, take immediate action. Trim dead leaves, adjust their care routine, or thoughtfully replace them with fresh greenery. Treat this as a mindful practice, an opportunity to nurture life, and in doing so, welcome new opportunities into your space. Just as we must regularly tend to our inner growth, we must also tend to our external environment. A well-cared-for plant is a reflection of a well-cared-for life. By keeping your entrance vibrant and full of life, you cultivate an energy of renewal, prosperity, and positivity that extends into all aspects of your home and your life. 6. It's important to not hang wind chimes directly above the front door. Wind chimes possess a soothing quality. Their gentle melodies dance with the breeze, creating an atmosphere of tranquility. However, while their presence can amplify positive energy when placed correctly, hanging wind chimes directly above the front door can create disharmony rather than balance. Instead of acting as a welcoming chime of prosperity, they may disrupt the natural flow of energy, causing instability in your home's financial and emotional well-being. In Buddhist thought, sound carries profound meaning. The resonance of bells and chimes is often used in temples to signify mindfulness, spiritual awakening, and the clearing of negative energy. However, when sound becomes disruptive rather than harmonious, it can disturb the balance of energy instead of enhancing it. Just as excessive noise can create mental clutter, an inappropriately placed wind chime can create energetic confusion at the very entrance of your home. Imagine a door as a portal, not just for physical movement, but for energy to flow freely. If chimes hang directly above, their vibrations may inadvertently scatter the qi entering your home, making it difficult for prosperity, stability, and harmony to settle. It is like attempting to meditate in a place with constant background noise. It becomes difficult to find clarity amidst the disruption. A better approach, instead of positioning wind chimes directly above the entrance, consider moving them to a garden, a side window, or a patio area, where their sound can enhance rather than interfere. Let them serve as a gentle reminder of peace and mindfulness, positioned in a way that their sound adds to the serenity of your space rather than disrupting its natural energy flow. By mindfully placing wind chimes in spaces where they can truly elevate the atmosphere, you ensure that the energy in your home remains balanced, welcoming, and aligned with prosperity. 7. Avoid placing a water faucet directly in front of your main door. Water is one of the most potent symbols in feng shui. It represents wealth, abundance, and the natural flow of energy. But just as a river can nourish and sustain life, it can also erode and wash things away. A water faucet positioned directly in front of your entrance is like an open drain, allowing prosperity to slip away before it has a chance to accumulate. Imagine pouring water into a cracked vessel. No matter how much you pour, the water will always escape. This is precisely what occurs when financial energy flows out of your home due to misplaced water elements. You might find yourself earning money, but struggling to save it and allow it to grow. Just as in life where mindfulness and discipline are required to manage resources, your home also needs energetic boundaries to retain wealth. In Buddhist philosophy, water symbolizes both impermanence and adaptability. It teaches us that while we must go with the flow of life, we should also create strong foundations so that abundance stays with us. You cannot stop the waves, but you can learn to surf, as the wise Thich Nhat Hanh once said. Similarly, rather than allowing wealth to drain away, we can redirect the flow with intentional adjustments. To counteract this energy imbalance, position potted plants strategically around the faucet to help redirect the energy flow. Plants represent growth, grounding, and stability. They act as a natural buffer, ensuring that prosperity stays within your home rather than slipping away unnoticed. Additionally, if moving the faucet is a feasible option, consider placing it in a side garden or backyard where it will not directly impact the crucial energy of your entrance. By making this adjustment, you are sending a clear message to the universe. You are ready to receive, preserve, and cultivate your wealth in a mindful and intentional way. 8. It is important to not keep a broken or damaged doormat. A doormat is more than just a piece of fabric beneath your feet. It is the symbolic threshold between the external world and the sanctuary of your home. In feng shui, it functions as a guardian, absorbing external energies before they enter your living space. But what happens when your doormat is torn, dirty, or worn out? Instead of serving as a protector, it becomes an open invitation for negative energy, signaling neglect and stagnation right at your doorstep. Imagine visiting a temple. The path leading to the sacred hall is invariably clean, well-kept, and inviting. This attention to detail is not solely for aesthetics. It represents deep respect for the space and the energy contained within. The same principle applies profoundly to your home. A broken or neglected doormat sends an unspoken message to the universe: I do not truly care about what enters my home. Buddhist teachings emphasize mindfulness in even the smallest aspects of daily life. Every step you take is a step towards enlightenment, as Thich Nhat Hanh beautifully put it. The very first step into your home should be one of intention, inviting positivity and prosperity to cross the threshold. A fresh, clean doormat ensures that your entrance remains a space of welcome, not one of rejection or neglect. To harness the full potential of this often overlooked detail, regularly replace or clean your doormat. Choose one that aligns with the energy you wish to invite, perhaps a rich, grounding color like deep red for stability, or vibrant green for growth and renewal. Consider one with a meaningful inscription, something that reminds you daily of the inner peace and abundance you seek. A well-maintained doormat does far more than simply improve curb appeal. It acts as a silent yet powerful force, filtering out negativity and setting the tone for everything that follows inside your home. By making this small adjustment, you are not merely changing your doorstep, you are subtly shifting your entire energy field, creating a home that radiates warmth, prosperity, and deep inner harmony. 9. Avoid keeping old or rusty metal objects near the entrance. Every object carries energy, and metal, in particular, is symbolic of strength, protection, and enduring stability. But when metal becomes old, rusted, and neglected, it no longer represents these positive qualities. Instead, it signals decay, stagnation, and lost potential. Keeping rusty or broken metal objects near your entrance could be subtly influencing your life in ways you're not even consciously aware of. Imagine stepping into a home where the first thing you see is a rusted lock, an old corroded mailbox, or a pile of unused metal tools left to decay. These objects whisper a story of neglect, a lack of care, and an unspoken message that new opportunities are not truly welcome here. In Buddhism, we are taught the fundamental truth of impermanence of all things. Everything inevitably ages, everything is in a constant state of change. But holding on tightly to what is broken instead of allowing it to go only creates unnecessary suffering. Think of it in this way: if you are clinging to old rusted metal at your doorstep, it might be mirroring something deeper within you, perhaps an attachment to outdated beliefs, lingering fears about financial insecurity, or an unwillingness to fully embrace new beginnings. Buddha wisely said, "You only lose what you cling to." If you genuinely wish to welcome prosperity, sometimes you must first release what is no longer serving you. So take a mindful moment to inspect your front entrance. Are there rusted keys you no longer use, old locks that no longer function, metal furniture that has been left to decay and rust? Clear these objects away without hesitation. Replace them with clean, well-maintained pieces that reflect a fresh start and a renewed sense of possibility. A polished door handle, a sturdy and beautiful mailbox, or a well-kept wind chime can make all the difference in subtly shifting the energy surrounding your home. By clearing out these stagnant elements, you open the door, both literally and metaphorically, to new beginnings, fresh opportunities, and a renewed sense of stability and confidence in both your financial and personal life. 10. Do not let your house number be faded or unclear. A house number is much more than just a practical identifier. It is a symbol of how easily opportunities can find their way to you. In Feng Shui, visibility represents openness to prosperity, and a house number that is difficult to read or worn out can act as a subtle yet significant block to abundance. Think of it in this practical way: if visitors or delivery personnel struggle to easily find your home, how can fortune and good luck be expected to find it easily? Your house number is like a beacon, guiding positive energy and financial luck directly to your doorstep. When it is faded, broken, or unclear, it creates an invisible energetic wall, making it difficult for new blessings to reach you and enter your life. In Buddhist thought, clarity is absolutely key to a truly fulfilled and successful life. The path is not in the sky, the path is in the heart, Buddha once wisely said. Just as we must cultivate inner clarity to effectively navigate life's journey, we must also ensure that our external world reflects the same openness and readiness to receive. A well-lit, visible house number sends a clear message that you are open to new opportunities, new relationships, and new wealth flowing into your life. So take a moment to carefully inspect your home's address. Is it clear and easily readable from the street? Is it well illuminated at night? Consider refreshing the paint, replacing worn-out numbers, or even investing in a modern, well-lit plaque. A clean, vibrant house number does far more than simply improve curb appeal. It energetically aligns your home with prosperity and good fortune. By ensuring your house number is visible and inviting, you remove yet another unseen energetic barrier to success, allowing luck and abundance to find their way to you with greater ease and flow. 11. Avoid placing a clock near the main door. A clock is more than just a tool for keeping track of time. it carries symbolic energy that can subtly influence the way we perceive life's opportunities. Placing a clock near the main entrance may seem harmless on the surface, but in feng shui, it can create an unconscious feeling of urgency, pressure, and even scarcity. Imagine constantly being reminded that time is relentlessly slipping away every time you walk through your door. This can lead to undue stress, underlying anxiety, and a mindset focused on limitation rather than abundance and limitless possibilities. In Buddhist philosophy, time itself is understood as an illusion. Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment, Buddha wisely advised. When we become overly fixated on time, always counting, measuring, and worrying about it, we distance ourselves from the natural flow of life. A clock prominently placed at your entrance subtly reinforces this stress, unconsciously signaling that time is constantly running out, which can directly contribute to financial worries and a profound lack of inner peace within your home. Instead of placing a clock at the doorway, consider positioning it in the living room, office, or other spaces where it serves a practical function without imposing subconscious pressure. A dedicated workspace or study area is a much more suitable place for timekeeping, where it can effectively support productivity without generating unnecessary anxiety. If you must have a clock near your entryway, opt for a decorative piece that blends seamlessly with the surroundings rather than an oversized or overly prominent one that draws too much attention. Additionally, ensure that all clocks throughout your home are functioning properly. A stopped or broken clock symbolically represents stagnation and missed opportunities, something we actively want to avoid in our pursuit of a prosperous and harmonious life. By being mindful of precisely where you place your clocks, you consciously create an environment that fosters balance, inner peace, and an abundance-focused mindset rather than one dictated by limitations, deadlines, and the relentless pressure of time. 12. And finally, avoid hanging family photos directly at the entrance. Family is undeniably the heart of any home, and photographs capturing cherished moments are powerful reminders of deep love, connection, and belonging. However, precisely where you place these images can have a profound impact on the overall energy of your home. Hanging family photos directly at the entrance may initially seem like a warm, welcoming touch, but in feng shui, it can unfortunately have unintended consequences. The entrance of your home is fundamentally a space of transition, a place where external energies constantly flow in and out. By placing sacred family portraits here, you inadvertently expose these deeply personal images to shifting energies, potentially disturbing the overall harmony of your household. Think of it like carefully placing a delicate flower in a drafty hallway. It will simply not thrive in an environment of constant movement and external influence. Buddhism deeply teaches the importance of safeguarding and cherishing the things that truly matter most in our lives. Just as a solid rock is not shaken by the storm, even so the wise are not affected by praise or blame, the Buddha profoundly said. Our families inherently deserve this same level of energetic protection and care. By thoughtfully keeping family photos in more intimate and nurturing spaces like living rooms or bedrooms, you consciously create an environment where these precious connections are strengthened and deeply cherished rather than exposed to external fluctuations and energies. If your family portraits are currently displayed at the entrance, gently consider relocating them to spaces where they can truly inspire love and warmth without energetic interference. A well-placed photo in a living room fosters connection and storytelling within the family. A portrait in a bedroom reinforces a deep sense of security and heartfelt belonging. The ultimate goal is to honor the profound energy of these images by placing them in spaces that genuinely support their intended purpose. Watch to the end and you'll find out the most important thing. By making this simple shift, you ensure that the deep love within your family remains shielded, harmonious, and truly free from outside disturbances, allowing for even deeper bonds and greater stability in your beloved home. Now that you are aware of these 12 hidden obstacles subtly blocking your path to wealth and abundance, take a mindful moment to carefully evaluate your own entrance. Making even small adjustments can lead to profound shifts in your financial and personal well-being. Share your experiences and insights in the comments section below and let us know which change you will implement first in your own home. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more wisdom and guidance on creating a truly abundant and harmonious life.